Look, I love Daniel Bryan, so I didn't mind 2 triple threat matches, but this is getting out of hand. Daniel Bryan is changing history. Were you excited about a Broken Skull Sessions episode with Jericho? Well, now it's a triple threat. You remember Sheamus vs Daniel Bryan for the United States Championship? Well, now it's a triple threat match. One of my favorite Monday Night Raw memories is John Cena and Randy Orton versus the entire Monday Night Raw roster. Well, now it's Cena and Randy versus Raw roster versus Daniel Bryan. I'm a big fan of SmackDown vs Raw games, I'm sure you are as well. We can't even have that anymore. It's SmackDown vs Raw versus Daniel Bryan now. He even changed the Undertaker's retirement match. And by God, he changed the best WWE moment in history. I'm sure he enjoyed that one. Welcome to another episode of yours truly reacting to Reddit, Wrestling Reddit. Let's do this. Oh yes sir, I gotta agree with that one. Look people, as the biggest fan, as the holder of the Divas Championship, I would love this belt. As a Divas Champion, I absolutely love this belt. But if I were to break character, holy shit. Holy shit, how can you take this and replace it with this? What is this Divas Championship meets Transformers kind of piece of garbage? It looks really bad. I absolutely love the previous belt, so I'm very disappointed. Congratulations to the new best looking belt in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This one actually looks really good. Like, that's what I liked about New Japan Pro Wrestling titles. They actually looked like pro wrestling championships. Nowadays, it seems like every championship either needs to look way too modern or way too old school. Like that type of old school that looked bad. Just focus on creating something that looks, I don't know, good. I didn't think they would take it this far with the whole Forbidden Door thing. This championship belt really looks that bad. By the way, I don't really hate Cody's tattoo. I think he's a wrestler, so it kinda makes sense. Maybe, just maybe, if it was just a bit lower, yeah, maybe it looks bad. I really wish this wasn't funny. Now that championship, you say a bad word about that championship, I'm gonna say a bad word about that championship. I dare you. You know why this shirt is pink? Divas Championship. Representing. Hell yeah, man. WWE brought back the moving graphics. Makes every superstar look so much more alive and gives them character. It's all about the little things, people. That's what your girl says as well. Our friend Devon officiated our wedding last month. Testify. Okay, man. That's actually pretty nice. You also look like AJ Styles. So we all know how Soulja Boy is coming after our boy Randy Orton. Bad move, by the way. Really bad move. Not only is he a snake, he hears voices, he has shit for his graphics at WrestleMania. Nah. You a bitch, Randy Orton, and I mean that 100% pussy. My dick taller than you. Weight's more too. Go to bed, you f***ing infant. You're welcome for the boost. Go choke on your keyboard. Randy. That's Randy Orton for you. And you ask me why Randy Orton is possibly my favorite wrestler of all time. He's that damn good. Whether it's in the ring, on the microphone, on Twitter apparently. Soulja Boy is probably around my height. You know, like 5'7", 5'8". So we have something in common. Is it just me who wanted to see Roman Reigns versus Edge without Daniel Bryan? Kinda. I mean, the story is actually better with Daniel Bryan, but I really wanted to see a one-on-one match between Roman Reigns and Edge. But one thing that made me realize that we don't actually even need that is the fact that we are going to see that match anyway. I'm almost sure. Edge is on SmackDown now. His career is not over. Roman Reigns, Edge, Bryan, all of these superstars are on the same roster. So whatever the case may be, we are still getting that match anyway. Which World Championship match is the best? John Cena versus The Rock or Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar? Obviously people picked John Cena versus The Rock, and I know how stupid it may look, but it honestly makes sense. I mean, honestly, I don't think we ever had a bigger wrestling match than WrestleMania 28 Rock versus Cena. You could say Hulk Hogan versus Rock, but I mean John Cena, The Rock. The Rock is like the biggest superstar in the world. John Cena may not be close, but still. So I believe this has to be the biggest wrestling match we ever saw in WWE history. Tribal Chief. That looks really damn good, man. It's a shame they will never replace that championship. Today marks Umaga's 48th birthday. In my opinion, one of the most underrated big man wrestlers of all time. What's your favorite memory of Umaga? Rest in peace, Umaga. Honestly, people don't even realize how memorable Umaga is. Like in Lithuania, my country, I own the country, by the way, yeah. People don't watch wrestling that much. It's a thing, you know, but it's not as popular. Well, back in the day, people would always remember guys like, you know, Randy Orton, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, maybe Edge, Triple H, you know, most of the major superstars, but also Umaga, because he had that look. He was different. So he's definitely underrated. Viper found its prey. Yeah, I saw that picture like a few years ago, and I don't get it. Why is he so into that necklace? Every WWE fan when R-Truth appears on television. Well, maybe back in the day, in my opinion, the comedy of R-Truth got stale. I don't like it anymore, if I'm being honest. Which sucks, because he was really, really good a couple of years ago. Maybe during the first year of the 24/7 Championship. To me, the funniest WWE superstar in recent memory has to be Sami Zayn. Every time I see Sami Zayn, there's something funny. Fun fact, since the year 2000 till this day, Shelton Benjamin's 244-day reign as Intercontinental Champion is still the longest IC reign. Really? I honestly thought it's The Miz. If I would have to guess, I would say The Miz. But I'm honestly surprised. If you think you're having a bad day, just remember there is an NBC intern scrolling through WWE's entire video library, editing out offensive content from Peacock Network, who is yet to come across Mae Young giving birth to a hand for the first time. Oh man, he's gonna be entertained. By the way, I hate the fact that Peacock are actually censoring WWE content. You know, I understand that sometimes you need to remove the extreme stuff. I understand that. You know, for example, Vince McMahon saying a certain word. Okay, maybe you don't want to have that on your network. I understand that. But honestly, this whole changing the history, even though it happened, I'm not a fan of that. If it happened, it happened. People now can look back and see how stupid it was. You know, it's not as serious. Wanna steal the show at WrestleMania, Aleister Black? I guess Vince McMahon didn't see the tweet because we're not getting that match. Would be cool though. Rolling Stone once photoshopped eyebrows onto Kenny Omega for a photo shoot. He looks like Batista here. This looks terrible without context. Somewhere Daniel Bryan is thinking about inserting himself into that as well. Which night of WrestleMania would be the best to order pizza for? People think night 2. I agree. I'm gonna do for both, man. It's WrestleMania. Who's gonna win the triple threat match? Reigns, Edge, or Daniel Bryan? Surprisingly, people think Edge. Wow. I'm gonna save my prediction for the predictions video, but... man, really? By far, Edge. Really. WWE Champion Bobby Lashley gets the most extreme chiropractic adjustments. Yeah, that looks kind of extreme. Good for you, Bobby. Wouldn't like to try, but good for you. Stop crying. It's just a game. The game. That's a very smart meme. I like Daniel Bryan, but this is ridiculous. Godzilla versus Kong versus Bryan. This has to be one of my favorite wrestling memes of all time. Finally, the wrestling community came up with something original and funny. I like that. People are still using Dolph Ziggler's "it should have been me" meme, and it makes me wanna puke. To Red One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.